How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are worth a buy or maybe a pass. My name is Corey. I'd just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, all right? Sorry there was no live stream today. I'm just feeling a bit under the weather today. I didn't want to leave you guys with nothing, so I figured I'll go ahead and make a video, and hopefully that helps just a little bit, all right? So, excuse me. So let's take a look at what happened with good old AMC, the crowd favorite over here. We can see AMC did have a pretty solid day. It was up 8.77% on the day. It did end the day at $47.13. Currently in after hours, trading even higher at with an increase of 0.64%. All right, so looking pretty solid. We'll continue to watch and see what happens here. We did have that cup and handle, and typically whenever we have a cup and handle, it goes down and then it becomes a lot more bullish, right? We did see that we broke through this 45.67 level of resistance, now acting as a level of support. Hopefully that continues to hold over the next few days. This way we get a solid level of support over here around that mark. Looks like we are having a bit of resistance around 47.66. I'll go ahead and draw that horizontal line around here. We'll do it about here, yeah. And so looks like this is going to be our next level of resistance, and hopefully we can go ahead and break through there. We could be looking at a more macroscopic cup and handle, actually, where hopefully we would get some kind of bounce down here at the 45.70, and then just track back to a bullish direction, right? And so that's what I'm looking for here. Let's go ahead and look at good old GameStop. I almost said GameC. AMC GameStop now is what we're going to take a look at. It is $218.24. It was up 4.32% on the day. And the after hours up 0.27%. Nothing too crazy, but looking pretty solid. Dogecoin similar to yesterday at 27 cents. Bitcoin down a little bit, fighting to keep that $47,000 per Bitcoin. Okay, so there are a few stocks that we have been tracking, and we're going to continue to go ahead and get those tracked. One of them being Carnival. Carnival is one that I'm pretty bullish on. I did like it under $20, and as we can see, I called it down here, I called it back here. $19. I called it at $19, and I said I did like it under $20, and so it looks super solid. Now it broke over this level of resistance, now acting as a level of support, and looking pretty solid. A lot of interesting cruise news going on, but I think that in the long run, Carnival is going to do just fine. Remember, they do not have an issue, or I don't believe they'll have an issue of liquidity. They actually have raised a whole bunch of money, and bankruptcy does not seem to be on the table at all. In my opinion, this is an extremely safe play, especially if you look how they've done in the past few years, right? Look how they were pre-pandemic. Sure, they were trending downwards for a little bit, but we can see even then, pre-pandemic, they're around $40 at the low right here, right? This is in 2019 and October of 2019. And so these guys are looking extremely solid. I'm definitely looking forward to see how they continue to move in the coming months. But I really think it's going to be solid. I think people are going to wish they got in at the current price. Robinhood not looking so good. They let me go ahead and zoom over here. Robinhood, not really one we're tracking, but downward trending. What else is new? Support is one that we're all watching very, very closely. I do have a level of resistance that it looks like we're looking to break. It did have a pretty bad day. It was down 13.82%. Granted, in the scheme of things, it's looking pretty solid still. A little bit of consolidation here, and I'm going to see what happens. I think it's kind of going for a wedge. If I were to draw this, I just kind of noticed this. Yeah, we can do kind of a wedge right here. And we can do it a few different ways we could do it. I'll do it like that. It looks pretty solid. So we'll see what happens as it closes down and which way it goes. This will probably extend out a little bit more. But either way, I think it looks pretty dang solid. We'll see what happens with this one. BBIG is another one everyone has been watching out for. We do see here it was up 15.44% on the day, looking extremely solid, and the after hours up 0.25. And we're going to look at all of the short interest numbers here in just a second. Root is another one that I think Ortex called out. I'm not really sure if I agree with their call of the short squeeze signal. Looks like it may have already happened and it's done for, but let's hop over to the Ortex data. All right, we can see Ortex data for AMC. I already have it pulled up. we can see the shares on loan 107.74 million, continuing to trend upward, which is pretty dang solid. Utilization is trending upward as well. I feel like, and I don't want to jump the gun here, but I feel like utilization is really turning out to be a really big part of short squeezes, or at least big moves, right? Whenever we're getting ready to see a big move, kind of my running theory, and I'll show you why. Like, we can see what happened historically with AMC, right? It was top, and whenever it was up at 100% for, I mean, I don't know how, like what is this? 19th through the, almost through the 19th again, right? 19th through it was almost at 100% for a whole month. And whenever it was up there, you know, that's when we saw these crazy moves. And so maybe a coincidence, but short interest is down just a tad, but it's still, you know, trending upward. It's at 16.79%, which is extremely high. We can see over here, AMC short interest update. This was 10 hours ago, so this morning. And there was, utilization has increased for 7 consecutive trading days, now 93.4%. We can see, yeah, about 93.4% here as well, right? Let's take a look at support. So support is one that we've been watching. Support having a crazy run more recently. And we can see here, shares on loan is high. Utilization is actually down a little bit, right? Short interest of the free float is just insane. Let's see what it was previously. So it was around 75 actually percent, currently around 65%. But let's go back to this kind of utilization theory, I guess. We can see, right, it was around 100 for quite some time. Currently, in this T+2 system, it is actually, you know, down a little bit. It's at the 79, you know, we'll call it 80%. And so, you know, I'm not saying it can't move at this point, but I am curious. I'm just going to keep an eye on and see if it is going to, what kind of move it's going to have. Also, BBIG. And again, so all three of these kind of sticking with a similar pattern of whenever the utilization gets extremely high, that's whenever we see a move, right? We can see this over here. There's that around 90, 99, 99, 100 and just teetering. And then we had some kind of move over here. And then back here, we can see this is a crazy move over here whenever it was around 99, 100%. And this is back at $3, right? Let me see if I can get back. Yeah, around 350, we'll call it on average. It was going down, but it was still extremely high utilization. And whenever we had that huge move, it was around 99% utilization. Then we had these crazy moves. Currently, it's sitting at 83.52 utilization. So I'm not saying it can't move, but I do think it's very interesting to watch this utilization and see if this theory holds up. I'm going to continue to look at other heavily shorted stocks. If you've been following the channel at all, you know that I'm actually doing a deep dive into the Ortex short information or signal squeezes right here for the alpha signals. And so I'm watching this. I'm working closely with some people to see if we can get this information really deciphered, you could say. And so this is what I'm working on currently. Okay, but that's what I have for you guys. I just want to give you this quick update, let you know what's going on, let you know I'm not feeling the greatest, but I'm freaking with you and I'm not going anywhere. All right, still holding my AMC position, haven't sold a single share, and just looking forward to, I can be very patient and I'm waiting for it. There's a lot of things that I'm looking forward to. I think there are things going on behind the scenes that are going to really help the stock. But I can wait patiently. I'm in a fortunate enough position, but always make your own financial decisions and do what is best for you. All right. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch the video. If you did like the content, please consider subscribing if you're not already. If you do want more people to see this information, this kind of content, be sure to like it. Helps with that YouTube algorithm. All right. You guys have a fantastic night. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.